What's up, boom? And it made me go, I'ma say. Then it made me go, I'ma say. Same shit I was showing y'all. Some of y'all wonder about paying attention when I first got out. I was showing y'all my paperwork with books and shit. I was like, I've been on this shit, man. Been on this shit. Oh, I gotta turn my motherfucker. I gotta turn that shit off for y'all to hear this shit, though. That my name wanna hear. Trump announces U.S. Space Command headquarters moving to Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama, right there, with her. Yeah. That bitch ain't got green in yet. It's supposed to be covered in ice. They created this ice. Command headquarters gonna be in Huntsville, Alabama. Tomorrow, 12 for this shit. I can't even sleep. These motherfuckers got me fucked up. Can't even sleep. I can't get a nap, man. Shit. Y'all pray for a G, man. Allah, God, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad Ali, one of them. Y'all pray them for the fucking man. God. I'm gonna fuck around, bitch. Not around.
Alabama's getting it, Huntsville in particular, so congratulations, everybody. Katie, congratulations. This will result in more than 30,000 Alabama jobs and probably much more than that, and hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, and that's billions because it can't be millions, it's billions and billions of dollars. Most importantly, this decision will help America to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama, forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City. Okay, so Huntsville, Alabama, we love Alabama. I only won it by about 47 points. I don't think that influenced my...
When y'all gonna shoot one of rockets up on this earth? When y'all gonna shoot one of rockets up on this earth? All that goddamn money wasted when they could be some real humanitarians and philanthropists doing something for the earth. Destroying the goddamn heavens with them motherfucking chemicals. Ain't doing them polluting shit. Them motherfuckers ain't doing shit, man. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit, bro. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit, bro. I wish I can show y'all my shit right there. I want to say I've been on this shit, but they just got down. I just got down. They just connected another dot for me. I know they created the ice in some of this hole. Brick look. These motherfuckers ain't talking about Nathan. These motherfuckers ain't talking about Nathan. What up, Kaka? Yeah, coming to Alabama. Kaka in the building. Saying what up? You know what I'm talking about now? TikTok people. TikTok was telling y'all about that Tatarian straight when I first started. When I first noticed they was fucking up. When I first noticed they were fucking up. That's how I ran into them TikTok people. I just gotta bring Hawaii in closer than what it is. They got a little string of motherfucking. I'm gonna keep that to myself though. These TikTok people. Sit right in Barron Strait. Indigenous people of TikTok. motherfucker. Thought that was a motherfucking screenshot. But yeah, I'm old. The majority of the TikTok people live in Kata, autonomous okrug, in the extremely northeastern part of Siberia, Russia. Russia is Siberia. And it's also a territory in Alaska. I'm sorry. A smaller number also residing in neighboring areas such as the Sakha Republic, Magadan Oblast, and Kamchatka Krai. The Tartar Strait. These motherfuckers guy can't get no rest fucking with these hoes. Can't get no rest fucking with these hoes. The fuck, my voice need to cool down, bitch. You sound stupid. The fuck on. The fuck on. Matter of fact, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this. What else, chat? I mean, caca. I'm gonna do this shit like this. Then they gonna be on some bullshit. I mean, my cousin beat shit out your head, boy. Yo, keep on trying to bitch. I ain't erased all kind of emails. Y'all still talking stupid. Talk people. Yeah, Naya Shack Cradle. See, them hoes got some nuclear weapons over there. This what they was plotting up. This they little area they was plotting up with. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with them. So it was great military type shit going on over there. This what they military was formed at with the help of the motherfucking Mongolians. Them Eastern Slavics and them goddamn Ukrainian Eastern Slavic Vikings come right up out of that same area. And they try to disguise that shit. And I'm gonna catch them so many times tonight when I get on there. If I be able to stay woke, I'm gonna catch their ass so many times. Located on the Alaska Peninsula, is over 2,200 miles from California. They don't come about that lap at the Pacific. I'm gonna show y'all too. I've been working on this shit. I've been listening to this shit. All this shit. All in my work. What I was doing while I was locked up. Got all kind of shit right here. I'm gonna show you how it works. I showed y'all some of that shit. There's some cartoon looking shit. That's that crater. From a volcano erupting or some shit. Look like they out there testing nuclear type shit. That's why they surround that shit and act like it's the North Pole over there. But then they created the North Pole in the center. That's why they already had stakes in them lands. I'm gonna show y'all. Best believe I'm gonna show y'all. That shit don't even look really this shit. But it's real though. Look at that shit. The 9 Shack Cradle. Should be nothing but ice over there. But it ain't. You see a little snow and shit. But the motherfuckers live all up through that bitch, up under that shit, create ice and everything. The nice shack, chick chai. These motherfuckers on serious. Again. The Iron Shack Cradle is a large 6 mile wide on the Alaska formed by 7,000 foot volcano during a massive eruption approximately 3,500 years ago. I bet it was. I bet y'all was out there testing them explosives and shit. Learn how to cut through mountains and all kind of shit. You know, they just chill. Man, I live in Alaska, and I can see Russia from Alaska. I know you can, Miss Catherine Willis. She was one of the people who was coming through my chat, was living in Alaska. It's a national monument, man. Let's see if we're going to catch them right here. You see that shit right there? That's Zemlia. We're going to catch them. Because right next to Italy, where I was talking about on that other map, I'm going to show y'all, where they started creating this fake-ass North Pole in the summer. And this where them niggas was located. I'm going to show y'all, man. I'm going to show y'all. I'm just trying to put my point on some of this shit, my thumb on some of this shit, so I can go from map to map and show you. I ain't feel like doing this shit. But I just caught their ass right there. That's right next to, coming out of goddamn where, next to that pole, they started disappearing their land at. Yeah. And when I looked up, they put this here. That's that red mark right there. That's down. See? See how close they is to so-called Italy, where I told you Italy at. See it, Kaka? You see it? See, they want this to be like it's going up. And it's supposed to be pole north. These Norsemen, these Vikings, these Norsemen, that's Greenland right there. That just ain't motherfucking colored in right there. This shit is not no fucking pole in the center of this bitch. That bitch is pointing north. That bitch is pointing that way because they got some. Remember, I started fucking with that shit, and I was like, what is that shit? Electromagnetic. That would make that compass point off in that bitch, because they got the most nuclear weapons. They shut up. The best place to hide nukes is in some ice. Keep them old school. You don't want them all explode and shit. And run all them scripts about Iran having nukes. All this shit script that'll get your ass back up there. They go to the goddamn 9 straight right there. There's a separation at the top right there. And they been right there the whole time. And I told you, Russia, they counterpart, they be running scripts. That's why I don't ever get into it with Russia for real. Putin come out and talk of this shit, get out of the way. And then they go to fucking with China, Putin stuff up, said nah. And they keep running the same fucking script over and over and over again. How do you already have dibs somewhere where you can't reach the Arctic Ocean over that way? I'm gonna show you. It's the same fucking area that's on that map. And I told y'all, it's Italy sitting around that bitch, Tuscany right there. And here come that, whatever that shit I just said it was. Now that shit right there, that's sitting right there with that red shit there right there. That shit sitting right there with that red shit there right there. I'm gonna show y'all. Before coming Sweden, what it was. Busbuju. Busbuju. Sweden, Norse, huh? Switzerland, Sweden, the Swedish, and the Swedish goddamn was right next to it. They stopped that Swedish, and then the European countries stopped that Sweden. They went from goddamn Spain to France to Germany, then Sweden, then they got time for Russia. It was called Rus. It was called Rus. And all them motherfuckers, they been playing the same area all this goddamn time. And then the northern Northmen, when the Neanderthals come over by way of Philip of Macedonia, Alexander the Great coming into Egypt. Johnny come late, they late as fuck. And these the people that we listen to. These Johnny come late ass niggas. These folks are already established. That's what they let these dumbass do it. That's how they trick their dumb ass to go to the moon. That's how they trick their dumb ass to go. They let them be they put the green screen, the black screen on for these motherfuckers. I'm gonna show y'all this shit. I ain't just talking, man. This shit was called Rus, referred to the earlier Norse Slavic people and the medieval state established in Eastern Europe. And when they got rid of the goddamn, when they got rid of this to split, that's why I tell y'all to keep looking for that double-headed motherfucking phoenix. That's who these people are. They are Khazarian and Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenaz, you see it in the Bible during the generations. You can break all this shit down. All you got to do All you gotta do is read that shit without your feelings in it. Belarus, Rus. Huh? Malcolm X said the goddamn rooster come on. The Rus. Yeah. 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 The folks in this same spot this whole goddamn time and made these motherfucking nations unite and get together on this bullshit. I know how to just go ask for this shit. Now that's Siberia region of Russia. Siberia is Russia. They got a whole lot of wars going on. Siberia, they don't want you on their side of the earth. They control it. And that Masonic tip they put on the globe, that's the throw off. They tilted it for a reason. It's a throw off. It's a fucking throw off. There it is right there. Now they want to say that shit 55 miles apart. That shit used to say it was 8 miles apart, but I'm gonna let them have it. I feel like that's a shot at a G like me for real. I feel like that's a shot at a G like me for real. This shit been right there. Now they sold this same. Now, you go around that motherfucker, Alaska, on the back of the ball. Alaska should be still sitting to the left. Asia, Russia should be sitting to the right. They fucking up. They fucking up bad fucking with me. 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 The Alaskan Creole people. Or they Creole. You got Russian Creoles. Who they was mixing with? They was mixing with those Mongols. And them fucking Africans was over there fucking around with them hoes. Nah, want to trick you, be accepted and all that shit. That's why they give them so much shit when they bring their ass over here and tell them not to mix with no Negroes when they come over here. And they got to take certain tests and everything before they come and let them know when you set your little stores up. Anytime you call on one of them niggas, they got plans for us niggas. They gonna fuck us around. They gonna fuck us around on our own man and let them people come over. That's why they look at us like that, because they ain't never had no respect. They always had to take over. I always had to hijack on their goddamn mind. I always had to hijack I thought it was 2, now I realized it's 3 motherfuckers against a nigga, man. Them black motherfuckers against a nigga too. After we tried to extend an olive branch to their ass and help them motherfuckers out of what was so-called slavery in the motherfuckers, even Hungary. It's a European country. They didn't, and European claim that shit act like motherfuckers that migrated. They act like them niggas migrated from Europe. They act like them niggas and probably did. That's why them niggas down in South America so goddamn black like that. Motherfuckers, they don't believe in them with that white Jesus. And when you go into the Bible, you go to talking about God and may God. That's a representation of their corners of earth. You ever asked about the 4 corners of the earth as you got down is doing your Bible studies. You study your Bible and you fuck around and say, well, what about the 4 corners of the earth? Because they used to say it's Matthew, Mark, John, and Luke when you ask about it. And they claim their corner of the earth. And Japan was really sitting in the north, but when they twist that motherfucking tilt on that bitch, Japan goes back over to the east, but this the northeast side of the world. And when you get to the center, they start raising your ass up. They created this ice so they can control all the world, this world dominance. This is how they dominate the world. And the way they keep you fucked up is to keep your ass looking up the same way they did the Indian. Now let's pray. Look up in the sky. Now bow your head, close your eyes. Now you got this book. In this book, now look up. There's a God up there that loves you. Boom, now just keep looking up. Just keep looking up. Don't worry about this land. If you look down, we're going to blow your ass up. Mind feeling shit. You just keep looking up, you son of a bitch. Because we want all this shit. We want all your resources. We want all the gold that's over here. And we don't give a fuck. Because you can dig in the ground and prove that you were here. Bitch, that's old shit. Then you hear what we said about Noah. The world came to an end. That shit does not matter to us. That don't matter to us, nigga. It's the new world order, nigga. Fuck the old world. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck your ideologists. They gonna die with you bitches. And we gonna continue to feed and eat off your ass. Cause we love to eat niggas. Cause you taste good. How the fuck they gonna tell me how melanin tastes and how plasma tastes and all this shit? These motherfuckers are the Drake God, the motherfucking snakes. Man. Man, these motherfuckers so serious. Tazar. How they gonna get a tartar? How they gonna get a tartar to the Turks? They babies. Them Turks are Persians. Them Turks. Okay. That's why the story, that's why they all in agreement with the story. With the Ashkenazi Jew, that motherfucker that nigga wrote his shit powerful. The Israeli wrote this shit powerful because they gonna be the children of Israel and they got to win in the end. And everybody around this motherfucker is in agreement with this biblical story. And that's why I want nobody to stop them from warring against them Palestinians and their own people because it's a religious war. This shit don't make no fucking sense. I'm about tired of being in this bitch. My grandchildren gotta grow up in this bullshit. When we gonna find a God of peace? When we gonna find a God of peace? When we gonna stop fucking around with these people, man? These motherfuckers lying. I got a cousin, intelligent as hell, but he's listening to these fucking distorted ass coordinates. You can't bend latitude and longitude. Those are your coordinates. Those are straight lines. That's how you use protractors. How you gonna bend it around a curved ass globe, curved ass water standing up over your head? You'll never find these hoes using those fucked up ass coordinates because coordinates don't bend. It's called latitude and longitude for a motherfucking reason. And it's vertical and horizontal, dog. And the lines are straight. That's how you do coordinates. You don't have bent coordinates. That shit does not work, my nigga. This shit crazy as hell. But it's all good. Look at this shit. That's how where they get it from. That's where that shit come from. They got now. And the goddamn Noah boat land. It lands on at the bottom of a mountain called Ararat, and this might well be in Turkish, Armenia, and that's why the Kardashians are so important about doing Kanye the way they doing. They sick that witch on that nigga, just like they sick that witch on Reggie Bush. They sick. That's what the fuck they do. They gonna keep on getting your little riches. Every time you think you got something, they gonna give you nothing but a microphone and a goddamn ball, a microphone and a ball, and goddamn that shit getting gayer and gayer by the year. Come to my even a motherfucking foot. LeBron James don't do nothing but sit up and cry like a little bitch. I hate you looking at that shit now. I've been stopped looking at that bullshit. All this shit is bullshit and it's going in their direction. All these kids, man, the rainbow took over this bitch, and that's what they wanted to do. Keep you confused and wondering why they can figure out how to motherfucking exterminate a whole world full of you motherfuckers, because that's their goal. They even got fake sons. They got their artificial sons and all that shit. Why they got that blood sun on their motherfucking flag. And we won't even look at the sun because they tell you that it'll blind you and all that shit. I've been looking at that motherfucker almost 20 years. I can see. And I can see that melanated black this or that black sun up in that bitch, which we was representing. And some of those Africans was fucking with us. Them motherfucking Moors and motherfuckers over there fucking with them. Man, they went over there by choice. Then you want to say we was all over the world. I don't believe that shit no more. The motherfuckers that ate y'all ass up like that. You motherfuckers over there in cahoots. Then you motherfucking brought your ass down into the western world and brought them bitches with you. Because you was getting slick. Because we was trading with you niggas. And you niggas had got enslaved by the motherfuckers. And most of Africa wasn't even, some of that shit wasn't even civilized. We just be talking about certain parts of Africa that got civilization lost. What about the motherfucking niggas that was just running around doing nothing, who they just got them was just killing by the millions? What the fuck they was doing with those people? They was studying them, they was eating them, they was trying to make themselves stand up in righteousness, they was trying to goddamn learn how to goddamn be out up under the God like they can, but they can't, because they're lunatics. They up on the lunar cycle, they got wolf in them. They show you them babies sucking off wolf titties, and now they trying to tell me all this shit right here. They trying to make it be some make-believe shit from 2021. No, this map is not from 2021, motherfucker. This map I'm fucking with is from 1587 on back. And I'm gonna go back to the 1200s, and I'm gonna keep going back to expose these motherfuckers for who they is. But it ain't gonna be doing no good. It's gonna do some good for my grandchildren. They come back and say, let me see what my granddad was talking about. They say he had a YouTube channel, and they don't mean they took all this shit, because the truth gonna be on him for them to motherfucker understand. I got a little grandbaby right now. He love dinosaurs. Won't take it from him from the world. As long as you know that they're not real, dog. It's just a toy, okay? They can't go find no one set of bones and make a dinosaur and then come up with goddamn 4 or 5 goddamn different goddamn kinds of dinosaurs. When the fuck did you find the rest of them? You name all kind of T-Rex, G-Rex, all kind of shit. Yeah, that's imaginary, nigga. Everything the white man gave us over this side imaginary, and they know it. That's why they say Ham is the progenitor of all black races except the Negro. And they don't like to be called Eskimos because the motherfucking northern man called him an Eskimo and put him inside of his history books and inside of his institutions over here in the northern world. See, North America is still cockside and half, which is why they say we're in the belly of the beast, because we was right borderline with them motherfuckers, and them hoes don't sit on top of our head. Them hoes came across what I call the K9 line, what I was telling y'all about. Them hoes came across that K9 line. That K9 line run from goddamn Canada all the way back over to Cayman. And I was writing that shit, I was showing that shit, but I still had America flat. But on some of my maps, I had that bitch like it's supposed to be, because I seen the shit. But now, they just goddamn completed some of my thoughts, and I'm gonna bust their ass up. The Bulgarian Empire, Belarus, Bulgarian, all this shit, all you gotta do is listen to words. They just changed the names. They just changed the names to suffice what the fuck they got going on at that time. They changed the time. Some of the motherfucking Tatarian Empire. They had them goddamn technology, the shit that they took from niggas. Niggas had it too. How the fuck you think niggas was goddamn? You think niggas was just carving with them goddamn little motherfucking, them little goddamn chisels and bricks and shit? That shit is laser technology, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I said it. I wanted to know where the fuck my lasers went. Cause they said those fires over there in California with lasers. Those motherfucking in China already own California, Chicago, and all that shit. And they setting them goddamn fires over there in them woods over there in them goddamn forests over there in California with lasers. Those trees are burning inside out. They didn't wipe that information. Every time I get some good information, they wipe it. And you niggas don't pay no attention to this shit. Them trees are burning inside out. That means they've been hit with lasers, and they're burning from the inside. The heat going to the inside, and they burn from inside out. That means they motherfucking hit them with lasers. Where the fuck did they get these lasers from? Where the fuck did they get these? That are 9-shot credit. They look just like some nuclear shit. They got nuclear weapons and everything. That's what they've been hiding all this shit. And then when it came down to the point, they gonna make a motherfucking Antarctic treaty, but they ain't treated like it's a North Pole. But what's about the Arctic treaty? Ain't no Arctic treaty, because ain't no North Pole, and ain't no South Pole neither. That's Antarctica, and that shit runs from one side of the motherfucking earth to the other side of the motherfucking earth. It goes from one side of Antarctica from Antarctica, goes around South America, come back around that bitch, and go all the way back over there past Australia and goddamn down into over there in India in the ice. And that's our side of the ice. I want to see their side of the ice. That was their reason for motherfucking selling Alaska, because they done did everything they can do, but they still got motherfucking niggas can't go in there and fuck with it. Nigga ain't going off there in Russia and do shit. Nigga say Russia and every nigga in America get scared. Nigga don't want to go to war with Russia. Why they want us to goddamn rush and race Russia to the goddamn moon? Make you look stupid, and the Russians just come over there and just use your same flag and say, yeah, we been there too, motherfucker. Because they was in cahoots with the motherfucking Soviets, the Bolsheviks, all the motherfucking niggas that own all the motherfucking monetary gain, banking system, and resources. And they ain't got no fucking resources on their side of the world. They done took all of our shit, dog, and y'all playing with these hoes. Y'all playing with these hoes, man. We need to goddamn shut this motherfucker down, dog. All you gotta do is start going to work and get ready, because they gonna make your ass be a part of this system. I bet you niggas won't start going to work. These niggas ain't ready. All the Aborigines, I bet all these niggas get on this bitch, include me. I ain't got none, but I'm looking for one. All you niggas working for the system and feeding this goddamn beast. Ain't nobody trying to grow their own shit for real. Ain't nobody trying to do that shit for real. They just gonna get on YouTube and keep feeding them information so they'll know how to counteract and counter-react and keep countering. Every time we goddamn get some good information, they gonna counter this shit. Niggas supposed to not want that 5G shit. Now nigga waiting on 7G. You're a part of this shit. The machine is called a beast, and that's what we feed. And I'm feeding that motherfucker right now with my stupid ass, with my dumb ass. I'm feeding this motherfucker right now, let them, just like I let them hoes know I was looking at them ears. As soon as I started telling them about them ears, them niggas started trying to perfect that shit. I just wanted to go in there and show y'all that these motherfuckers were clone. Your clone, the motherfucking ears is just like fingerprints. It's not gonna change. I gotta argue with my family. That's why I left goddamn Facebook and got the fuck on away from over there and came to YouTube. When I came to YouTube, I ran into some like-minded people because since I was in the 5th grade, I know it wasn't no motherfucking water ball. I knew it was some bullshit. And I'm thinking everybody gonna be truthful and real. That's how that bitch ass nigga Logic got up under me because I thought that nigga was a true flat earther. I know niggas that's true flat earther, they about the motherfucking truth. And these niggas playing, bro. These hoes got us fucked up. These hoes got us fucked up, and I'm gonna go ahead and decipher these goddamn names because it's the same motherfucking straight. It can't be one straight. The landmass ain't gonna change the names are, and whoever think they own it, Pokey, what that shit say, Pokey? I'm gonna get into all this shit. I'm gonna get into all this shit. And I'm gonna catch some of that shit on that motherfucking Monte map. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna catch so much of that shit on that Monte map. We just ain't know what we was looking at. The ATL. We just ain't know what the fuck. Pokey, man. Pocine. I gotta find out what the fuck that is ASAP. Cause that's when you gonna see them hoes sharing the same crown. This gonna be the split. Once they get to Germany, it's over with. That's Ashkenaz, Israeli, and the Khazarians, they ain't studying this shit. They on the right side with Magog. They over there with Shem. Shem is an Oriental, and they over there making goddamn Creole babies with them motherfuckers. Russia has always, them Vikings has always been with the Mongols. And will always be with the Mongols. They family, nigga. And they sharing the same crown with this cross on top of this bitch. Run the script. Look at this bitch. I already got a globe in this goddamn palm. I got some videos and show you way back in the day they was depicting a god with already got a goddamn the whole world in his hand. He got to live to beat the baby in his. How the fuck he already got a globe in his hand and you motherfuckers ain't came with this motherfucker yet? The construct of the globe ain't come to goddamn Alexander the Great died. Alexander the Great died. His predecessor came with the motherfucking globe concept, and that bitch was an iron contraption. I'm gonna show y'all all that shit. That shit was an iron contraption. They started using that shit as military tactics to hide their locations. Like I told y'all, man, this shit real shit. This shit real shit. That double. Just look for it. All you gotta do is look for that double-headed phoenix, and you won't see him sharing the same crown. And see this, and this ain't been that long ago. So now that's Siberia instead of Russia, right? So if that's Russia on that side and Alaska on this side, how does that work? Alaska should be on the left side and Russia should be on the right side, because this is not the back of a ball. Because they dumb as fuck, because they should have goddamn made made sure when they showed it on opposite side that the motherfucker was on the right side. And I mean not the right side, but the correct side. To be rotating, to spin like a ball. If Alaska is going on the left, when it goes around, you show the back of the ball, Alaska gonna be on the motherfucking right. I might be wrong. But it ain't gonna look the same like that though. It should be looking different. It's something ain't right. It's something ain't right. It's something ain't right. That shit should be looking different on the backside of this goddamn ball. But they ain't showing no backside, because they show us all the fucking land masses right here. And then that shit used to be 8 miles apart right there. And then the crazy part about it, all this shit is Anunnaki, Anian shot cradle, all that shit come out of into the Chicks, the Anu and the Anu, the Joma right there in Japan. All these motherfuckers been in cahoots. With the Africans, with the Joma. I know it. Black Japanese, they down in there with them motherfuckers. That the coat of arms is again right there. That's their coat of arms right there. They're the flag. But the oldest flag in the world is goddamn Japan. And Japan ain't playing. Look at that shit. Look at that bullshit. They go to the same spot these motherfuckers went to. Make it make sense. They go to the same spot these motherfuckers went to. And then y'all seen me when I caught that shit. They were trying to say that shit didn't exist. Now I told you that shit gonna go straight to Belgium. When I seen that black and gold, I like that black and gold. When I seen that black and gold, I said this shit gonna go straight to Belgium. Bruno and Belarus and all that shit. But it's Belgium. Belgium is mostly like German motherfuckers. But they together though. They Jews, and they done wrote, they done let, look at this shit. We went through that shit yesterday. And that's a night. I'm gonna show this shit again. Cause I'm showing y'all this the same goddamn straight. That's a Nyan, and a Nyan was on both sides, just like goddamn the Axumite Empire was on both sides of the Red Sea before Arabia usurped the oil fields. And that's why they live on the outskirts of Arabia, because the inside is nothing but African oil fields that they didn't usurp. Those that's black melanated oil. They don't give a fuck about them Africans neither. They played them. They used them to come in on their own people. You can see the motherfucker. I got the videos with the motherfucking white man coming in, with them Africans coming in on their own people, and the motherfuckers had that goddamn fez on their head. The motherfuckers had that fez on their motherfucking head, killing their own people, hanging them, splitting them apart and shit. What they do with the bodies when they get through it? This is a sacrifice. And look what that shit say. That shit said Tartaria Oriental. This is Tartaria. That landmass at the end of that bitch, that's why they sold Alaska. They sold it, man. All that shit is Tartaria. Alaska is Tartaria, y'all. Italy is sitting right next to that so-called fake-ass pole that they created in the middle, y'all. This is what I'm telling y'all. And I'm gonna come right back live and show y'all I ain't bullshit. I gotta come so y'all can see what the fuck I got going on. Wait, mosquito bite my motherfucking head the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. These bitches playing, nigga. They'll lose all that shit that messed up. And I'm just sitting back like, man, I got all this shit in my head. And I've been trying to figure this shit out for so motherfucking long, dog. And I've been on it ever since. I've been on this motherfucker ever since, my nigga. I left this bitch. And I was going to the encyclopedias, goddamn snapping all the things that I had in my mind. And I was trying to picture the shit and trying to figure out. I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna come right back live. On what channel is it? Well, I'm finna come right back live. Be right back, Kaka. I'm gonna show you some more shit. Cause I'm gonna have to go with my son in a minute. That nigga car fucked up. These niggas gotta be ripping and running.